In this video, we are going to be going over the AP Chinese Unit 1 exam review. This unit is about family and community, 家庭与社区, so let's get started. So, what's the big idea of Unit 1? So, the main questions that College Board wants us to know is how do families' roles shape our identity, and how does community influence daily life, and how are relationships maintained? So, we're going to be focusing on interpersonal communication, presentation writing and speaking, listening, reading comprehension. So the main idea of this unit is we want to know what's the difference between a Chinese and American family. So like what is 核心家庭 versus 单亲家庭, etc. How does 孝顺 play in the modern society? What is 代沟? And then what is the difference between rural and urban structures? Okay, so some of the key vocab I suggest you guys memorize is first 祖父母. So this means grandparents. 外祖父母 this means maternal grandparents. 兄弟姐妹 this means sibling. So 弟 means a brother, so a boy, and then 姐妹 that means your sister. 独生子女 this one's really important. This means only child. 孝顺 is as you see here, it is one of the most important topic because 孔子 said 孝顺. That means if you 孝顺, then you're a good person, right? So you want to know what 孝顺 is. 大家庭 means extended family. This one is 邻居. 邻居 means neighbor. 社区 means community. 习俗 means customs and habits. 价值观 means value. 代沟 means generational gap. So an example of 代沟 is your parents believe that you need to get a job in order to get a happy life, but nowadays we choose freedom for the younger generation, and we believe this is also a way to get happiness. So that is an example of 代沟 and why people argue. 庆祝 means celebrate. So some sentence structures and grammar practices. You gotta know how to do A, B, B, and an adjective. So 我哥哥 that's A, 比我高. So you're saying 我比他好,我比他壮. So you're better than him as. So this is how to compare. Results. So this is 好玩到懂. So it says 作业做完了吗? You can say 吃饭吃完了吗? etc. So 越来越 adjective. So you can say like 他的学习越来越好. His learning is becoming better and better. 家庭越来越重要了. Family is becoming more and more important. Giving reasons. 因为所以. So this is like an if then. It says 因为我们尊重老人,所以家庭很和谐. Because we respect our parents, our family is really good. So here are some examples. All right, here is an example practice problem. So it says 李明的家庭是一个典型的中国大家庭, so big family. So like your parents, your grandparents all live together. 爷爷奶奶和父母住在一起。有时候也照顾年幼的孩子们，里面觉得这样的生活非常温暖，因为家人之间的关系很亲密。但是他也注意到很多朋友的家庭已经变成核心家庭。主父母住在别的城市. So what is the difference between 核心家庭 and 大家庭? So again, 大家庭 is like your family all live together. There's like 6 people in one household. 核心家庭 is example, your mom, your dad, and your brother, and just the 4 of you. So that is the main difference. So what is the main idea of the passage? Li means family is typically extended family living together. That is true, right? But the main idea is, let's see, Li means grandparents live in another city. Yeah, most Chinese families are now nuclear families. That is true, but that's not the main idea. Main idea is B. Li means grandparents live in another city. This one I already gave you the answer, but let's give it a quick look. So it says, 小红，你今天怎么这么晚回家？对不起，妈妈，我去图书馆做作业了，忘了看时间。下次要提前告诉我，我会担心的。我知道了，以后我一定给您发短信。So what is a relationship? They're classmates. No, it says right here. So when you listen or you read a dialogue, always look to the left. See what is a relationship. Usually they tell you if it's student's name, if it's just like some names, like example 小红, 小美, then most likely they're classmates. If it's like mama, baba, then obviously they're parents. So we can see their mother and daughter. So B, and they're a very caring relationship. The mom is not angry when I punish her daughter. She just says she's gonna get really worried. Okay, so this one is what does 孝顺 most likely mean? So it says 在中国，孝顺父母是一种重要的传统价值观 so traditional value. So what does 孝顺 mean? A. To educate children about school. Nope. B. Five for piety, being respectful and caring towards parents. That is the answer B. To send parents to a nursing home, 养老院, that is not true. Okay, here is example of a FRQ practice. So it says 你收到了一个来自中国笔友 just means pen pal 王芳的电子邮件，他问你你的家庭是什么样的？你们家有什么传统或者习俗？你觉得家庭对你的成长有什么影响？So how would you answer this? Well, you can first say like, "Oh, 我的家庭是核心家庭 or is a 大家庭." So you gotta first tell them what your family is. Then you gotta say 我跟我的祖父母住在一起 if it's a 大家庭. And then if it's a 核心家庭, you can say I only live with我的爸爸和妈妈. You can say some 传统 or 习俗. 传统 could be like every year we celebrate the Chinese New Year with some traditional stuff, right? Example, you 包饺子, that is a tradition you can say. And then you can say how like living in a big family, 大家庭 allows you to have more fun and it's more entertaining. Or you can say if it's a 核心家庭, you feel lonely sometimes. So that's how you could answer the last part. Okay, so this is the main idea I want to talk about. So what is the most important cultural notes from this unit? So again, 孝顺. So this is the whole idea of Confucius value. So child are expected to respect, obey, and care for elders, right? This is key in modern China. But there is some daigo. So the modern China still believes in respecting adults, but sometimes they don't obey as much. So nowadays people don't want to obey their parents as much. They believe they want to do their own stuff because they believe there's a daigou. So that is a one major difference between traditional Chinese and modern China. Traditional Chinese, they believe you got to respect your parents and obey them at all costs. But nowadays, they say, okay, just respect your parents and take care of them. So Tuanyuan, this is where the Lunar New Year and Midterm Festival happens. Tuanyuan means the family are coming together. Oops. This one is one child policy. So the one child policy is from 1979 to 2015. Basically, it says you can't have more than one kid, okay? Because China's population is just skyrocketing. So that is the one child policy. Urban versus rural. So this is basically living in the city versus living in the farm. So yeah, here is key to test taking strategies. Yeah, so here is a quick review checklist. So you know what's the main idea of 孝顺 and what's the story behind it. Know the key community vocabulary. So example, 邻居、社区、义工, etc. So you can name your family members. You can say 我的姐姐、我的嫂子、舅舅、爷爷、奶奶. You can understand those. And then you can use "比" for comparison. 我比他好. So understand what 代沟 is, like why there is 代沟. And understand the major Chinese festivals. You don't have to know this for now. I'll explain this in a later unit. You can identify main ideas in text, write a formal greeting. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically the exam review of the Unit 1 Chinese curriculum. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.